Hi guys, Anime Gypsy here with another Boku no Hero Academia review. And in my perspective, this episode in particular was pretty nice. We had a lot of stuff going on with the fights. We got introduced to the abilities of some of the instructors, and that is very nice. The first fight was just spectacular. It was Asui and Togayami versus Ectoplasm. And Ectoplasm, in my perspective, is a beast. And I think we're gonna get a lot more of them. And I mean a lot more. This guy, I'm not sure if you guys noticed this, probably did. This guy doesn't have feet. Both his feet are amputated or something, where he has like pirate stubs at the very end that he uses, but his fighting style is mainly leg based. He is basically a fighting style. He's basically Sanji, but his ability is mainly basically clone based like Naruto, which is pretty cool. Obviously, he's nowhere near as strong as either of those two characters, but it's cool how you see like this fighting style that integrates like basically leg based fighting and clone based fighting. So it's basically instead of it's just interesting. Now that being said, I think that last kick he did was very impressive because, as I said, he doesn't have feet. He has to have relied mostly on his thighs to deliver that type of jump, and just that just shows you how much pros are ahead of the are ahead of the amateurs. They're training basically the kids. Asui demonstrated a new ability that we haven't seen before in this chapter, and it's the ability to regurgitate anything that she inserts in her mouth. And that's actually something that some people in real life could do. The prime example is this guy called Stevie Star, and if you haven't seen this guy, just write Stevie Star the regurgitator on YouTube and just take a look at the videos. He has set a bunch of world records in from my understanding, and he also appeared on Britain's Got Talent. I was into researching basically freak show acts, and he was one of the people that I researched, so that's why I know about him. The next fight I really want to heavily critique, and that is the fight with Power Loader, Ida, and Ojiro. And the reason I'm critiquing this is because we didn't get much of it. We didn't get to see anything that Power Loader could do. And that really sets me off because you have this. I really like Loader's character design. His appearance just shouts like unique and special. And I really want to see what his quirk is, aside from that big machine that is on his back. But we don't really get to see what he could do besides dig. And I think there is more to it. Now, that aside, the next fight is Yaoyorozu and Shoto versus Ayazawa Sensei. And it was well animated. Animation was perfect. The voice acting specifically with Yaoyorozu's voice actor was just spectacular. Ayazawa's voice actor was pretty good too. Shoto's voice actor was just average, just like any other episode in my perspective. But this episode sets a lot of character development for Yaoyorozu because she had the big dilemma in her head where she didn't see herself at the same skill level as her teammates, and she started thinking of herself as being useless, and now she's starting to gain self-confidence. That's nice. Now, this is the thing. I think this episode made it clear through little hints that Ayazawa actually let them win. I'm just saying that's the vibe I got, even though he said that he did it. He like that's just my vibe. That's just what I think. And I think that also builds character development for Ayazawa, where where he just cares about his students to the extent where he's going to he's basically going to make himself lose for the sake of his students, which I think is pretty nice, but kind of dishonest too if you think about it. That aside, this episode overall, excellent pacing. We got through 3 fights. I was actually worried that we would skip the power loader fight because we didn't see it in the preview. but thankfully we didn't. I just wish there was more of it. Um, but that being said, the pacing was good. The animation was spectacular. This episode is a 4.5 out of 5. It's not perfect. There were slight issues, but it's a pretty good episode. If you like this video, just leave a like. If you disagree with anything I had to say, leave a dislike and comment why down in the comments below. And until next time, this is Anime Gypsy, and I'm out.